This town.
Welcome back to another Spin to Win, sponsored by LiME.
There's the winner.
You want to take him on? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Looks like we got our first winner, E. Brown. Congratulations. That winner goes to the members only. So obviously we know E. Brown is a member. So you won the stencil pack and the 3 sizes of fine line tape. So we'll be using 2 of the sizes tonight. Here's kind of a look at the stencils that you won. Don't worry if you haven't won. Hashtag LiME into the comments, and we will be giving away a couple more of these tonight. So stay tuned, stick with us, and you also win, like I said, you'll win some 3 rolls of the fine line tape as well. But I am battling the, I just barely turned on my air compressor right now, the Harbor Freight Black Widow compressor. And for some reason, it didn't want to shut off. And then also my airbrush didn't want to quit shooting air. But either way, we'll figure it out and get it working. Let me get my bottle filled up over here. So who we got here, Ashley? Who's online?
Jay Knott, Darren, Lucky Leprechaun, OCPD, Jonathan Collins, Justin Buse, Nugget, aka Robert, Stickers, David, Brian Madden, Dorcosaurus, Chris, Scott the Fishing Biker, Cody Daniel, Dig Arts, Travis G.
All right. Boy, I tell you, it's a hot one today. It is. We have the fan off right now because it's kind of loud. We'll probably flip it back on once I start spraying. But yeah, I think I got up to what, 103 today?
Yeah.
How hot is it right now? Like 97?
98.
98. Wow. It is a warm one. Hey, if anybody can beat 98 or anybody can beat 103, let's hear it. If anybody beat 103 at their current location. One thing I do want to show you is we do have a new set of these 6-inch scuffing discs available. These stick right on the back of a DA sander, or you can just use them as is. You can also stick them. You can also stick them to these. We also have these out too. These are the flexible sanding discs. Those are nice if you're like sanding around a fender and stuff like that, and your paper sticks right to the side. So we can stick that. It doesn't actually, well, it kind of does actually. Yeah, so we can do it by hand, or that sticks straight to your DA sander. But this has already been metal flaked, and it's been clear coated with 3 coats of clear coat. And we're going to go ahead and scuff this down. And what this is going to do, like I talked about last week, is it's going to allow the paint to adhere to the surface. Paint doesn't want to stick to a slick surface like clear coat. It'll end up pilling on you. So you do need to get it scuffed down. This panel is actually already really smooth. It's been cleared twice.
Mr. C said it was 106 yesterday, where he was.
Woo!
Currently 99. This MC Man said it was 114.
Oh my God.
John Moore said 111. Austin said 104, 118.
118, that must be like Arizona or something. I know they've been hitting some record highs down that way. Make sure we get these edges scuffed up really good. Don't want any paint peeling on us tonight. Okay.
E. Brown sent a $10 super chat.
Woohoo! Thanks, E. Brown. Appreciate that. All right. All right.
He's had a shitty week, so thanks.
He's had a shitty week. Oh, man. Well, you won. And, yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate you being a member. All you members out there, thank you. We try to do that every once in a while. We'll go ahead and, like every so often, we'll start off a live for a members only wheel spin. Okay, catch my breath. Woo. We're going to use the panel prep. This is a wax and grease remover. What does this do, Ashley?
Removes wax and grease.
Yep. Yeah, you win. You're so smart. All right, we're going to grab a fresh rag. Wipe it down. Make sure it's nice and clean. Good surface for our tape to stick to.
Swampy says he likes those little pads for sanding, and then Paris said he likes them too. He used one today.
Oh, right on. So yeah, these other gray ones are more like like an 800 to 600 grit. The red ones are going to be more of like a 400 to 600 grit. It kind of depends on if it's freshly used, it's going to act more like 400. After it starts to wear in, it's going to act more like 600. It looks like it's still a little shiny right here. We'll grab the red one this time. Okay. Looking good, looking good.
My son is over in the sandbox, and he says it's 125 degrees.
Wow. Where's the sandbox?
I don't know. MC Man said, how many ounces of paint do you usually mix for Sportster style paint?
Pink? Tank?
No.
What did you say?
How many ounces of paint?
Uh-huh.
For Sportster's tank?
What's the Sportster tank?
Yeah.
It all kind of just depends. You only need like it depends on the color. It depends on what base color you're applying it over. Like if it's over primer gray, it's going to be, and you're going black, it's going to be, maybe 8 ounces, 12 ounces maybe, is all you're going to need. It all kind of depends on what color and like white's going to, if you're spraying white, it's going to take more paint. If you're spraying black, it's going to take less paint. The nice thing about base coats is it's a paint. It's just the paint with the reducer, with the urethane reducer, and it's still good to use. Like the reducer doesn't make it unusable after a while. It just makes it thin. So if you don't use it, just pour it right back in to your quart. Now, obviously, you wouldn't want to do that if you mix some clear coat, part A and part B, hardener. You don't want to mix that and put it back. Once you mix those two together, they're going to chemically harden, and then it's going to be done. But with base coats, you can always just mix up a little more than what you need. Whatever you don't use, just pour it back into the container, and you're fine.
They said the sandbox is military overseas is what it stands for.
Oh wow.
So it's hot over there and not fun. Doesn't sound like at all.
No, that sounds deadly, actually.
Bubba said, I turned a sprinkler on in my cow lot and they started playing like they were babies. I about died laughing. Dom the painter said, I've showed everybody the clear coat.
Oh, right on, Dom.
The flake people are liking it.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, thanks for the shirts, by the way, too. Dom was the one that got us those shirts.
Yeah,
I tried to record her and it didn't work. Yeah. But she was pretty surprised. Were you pretty surprised that your name was on there, Puff?
Yeah, I like that. Puffin was on it. It was awesome.
He's all, how did he know?
I know. I was like, wait a second. How do you know that? So it was super rad.
Yeah, it was
Thank
cool.
you.
Dom made a custom shirt for both of us. I actually wore mine the other day. Okay, you see here, I just did a center line. Instead of measuring out, I just used a piece of tape, and I take my fingernails to the center of that, and then to the edge. Don't stretch it. And then it's just a way to quickly check to see if you're in the ballpark. So that looks like that's pretty much dead center. And like I said, we're just going to map this thing out in like a panel design. We're going to do maybe 4 panels, you know, but really I'm just going to do this off the top of my head. Who knows how the design is really going to look. The most important thing is I really wanted to test out these stencils. We got a bunch of them. There's 9 in this pack here. There's that one, and we'll go through more of these. There's the star one. But we're going to use, most likely, we're going to use 4 of these. And, you know, make a different pattern out of each one.
Sticker says the game show style intro was epic.
Oh, you like that? I made that today. I was like, oh, we'll do something a little different. But yeah, we're gonna play that before every giveaway to get you guys hyped up, hopefully.
How many coats of base and how many coats of metal flake and clear on the aluminum panel tonight?
On this one, so there's 3 coats of flake that mixed in with clear coat over black base, and I applied another 3 coats over top of that, and I did sand it down with 600 grit, and I gave it 2 more coats of clear coat after it was already dry. So this is super smooth, pretty much all the way smooth. You don't have to do that, not necessary, but I use these panels for people to practice on, and now I'm just using them for me to practice on. And so now I'm using, yeah. So it is a good, if you're light-handed with your clear coat, and it's not, I mean, it's really, really, really textured on your surface. There's nothing wrong with just go ahead and scuffing it down with either 600 grit or the scuff pads that we have, and giving it, you know, 2 or 3 more coats of clear coat, and then sanding it down from there to start your graphics. Because what you do is you want a smooth surface, because you want your paint to stick, and you want most importantly, you want your tape to stick as well.
Adam, what's the best way or the best product to clean the surface after applying gold leaf and before clear coat?
So you really don't want to wipe anything down on your leaf after you apply it. You really, I mean, you can brush it with your little burnishing brush, and that's about it. If you're going to wipe your panel down, you can use glass cleaner, but try to stay away from actually wiping down your gold leaf. There shouldn't be any reason why you should have to clean it. But sometimes you get a little bit of stuff around, like the edges. You can say, like I have this leaf right here, it's already done, and you need to clean it. I would just get some glass cleaner on a rag and then just clean up to the edge. You don't really want to, if you do it, wipe over it, just be really gentle with it. As far as cleaning up your airbrush and stuff, you can use mineral spirits or just water or glass cleaner.
What are the options for the disposable cups for the minigun?
Yes, so the new minigun is going to come with the adapter. And
what if they just bought one?
If they just bought one, there is adapters available online. It's not through us, but if you can't find them on there, let me know. But they are on there. We just barely got them. In fact, we just got them yesterday, and they're actually with the guns now. So the new miniguns will come with that attachment and also with a cup, but the old version is just with the hard cup, unfortunately. But there is you can just go with the 10-ounce cup, and then there is the adapters available through other suppliers there on Amazon.
E. Brown said it's 108 degrees right now in California where he is.
Oh, wow.
Too hot.
That's super hot.
Don says, every time I ever wipe it with a chemical or waxing grease, it has a tendency to tarnish. Yeah,
definitely don't hit it with wax and grease. And usually, to be honest, unless you've got some kind of oil on your fingers, I use gloves. But if you have some kind of oil on your fingers and stuff like that, You may have to use wax and grease remover in between coats, but really, I mean, as long as your hands are clean, even if you don't wear gloves, you should never have to use wax and grease remover after the initial prep, as long as you're keeping things clean. You will have to use glass cleaner, though. Glass cleaner is a waterborne cleaner, so it's going to clean sanding residue and stuff like that you may need to get rid of.
Sticker said, today I was spraying
your crushed glass. That stuff is pretty crazy. Looks awesome. I'll be posting some videos with the results, but I think it needs to be renamed to Magic Dust. As soon as I opened the package, I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that stuff does go
It goes everywhere. There is no doubt about that. That is true. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... So all of this is going to go... I'm going to mix up a custom gray color, and I'll probably put a little bit of blue in there to make like a blue-gray. I'll play with that here in a second once we're ready. But I'm going to border this out one more time with... let's go ahead and let's see. Yeah.
Cheeto said, found your channel, man, a couple weeks ago. Fully motivated to paint my bike for the first time. I got this. What's a top tip?
The top tip. Well, the top tip would be to practice, really. Get to know your airbrush. Try a few things before actually like painting on your bike. Maybe these, like what I'm working on right now, you can buy these and they come with a free roll of the 1/8 inch tape, or actually 16th inch tape. So you can always practice with this, kind of the design you're going to do. There's the front and back, so practice on both sides. So that'll kind of get you started. Yeah.
Someone wrote, get some skateboards and smaller panels to practice on.
Yeah, we do have some smaller hoods that you can practice on. I have
One hanging out.
Oh, this will bring back some memories. So yeah, we have these smaller hoods too that they're just ABS plastic that you can spray on. But keep in mind, you want to have a dryer sheet, or what else can you use to get because this plastic wants to attract static. Yeah. So
static guard, static spray.
Static spray. Or you can just use a regular dryer sheet and just kind of just dust over it, and it's gonna it'll mellow out the static on those. These are aluminum, no worries on that. Also, if you have the plastic ones painted and cleared, a lot less likely to have a static issue. But yeah, those are, actually these aren't too much more, to be honest with you. And it comes with a free roll of tape.
Sticker said, your paint suit really saved the day and kept most of the magic dust off me. Absolutely love the 2-piece suit. Super comfy.
Yeah, it is. We're going to have more of those online. We actually have double extra large coming, or is it triple extra large? It's one. We have a different size coming up with that too.
Now you got me out. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm confused too.
Ryan said, I just finished up a set of cornhole boards that came out super nice. Gives you a larger scale to work on.
Yeah, I saw somebody do some cornhole boards. I don't know if it was him, but man, they turned out great. The cool thing is that he did both of them different, which is pretty awesome. I always kind of imagine doing them the same, but like one was like reddish orange and the other one was blue candy. But yeah, especially this time of year, break out some custom cornhole boards and get some LEDs, pimp them out, man.
He said that. Yeah, that was him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those things were amazing. Kind of thought so. Yeah, I'm probably super proud of those things. And then I'm going to bring this so I can curve that in right there. Once again, just a little tip for you. Somebody's asking for tips. Take the razor blade, just hold it down, and you can pull the tape up towards the tape right there. So that allows you to do that. But these you actually have to trim. But we do have an extra layer of clear coat on these, so it gives us a little safety layer to be able to trim and not have to worry about cutting into the paint or anything like that. Okay, we got that done. Let's So I want to break these off into big enough pieces that we're able to see what the design is. Okay, that looks good. So if we did like say that one, and then that one's super similar to that. Oh yeah, so I think that's about right. So what we'll do is maybe I'll do diagonal. Okay, so we'll just take a line here.
Hugo sent a dollar super chat too. Thank you.
Super chat. Thank you.
Hello from Argentina.
Wow. We love Argentina. We haven't been there, but we're pretty close to there.
What do you mean? Like in vacation or now?
No, not now.
Oh.
We're quite a ways from there. Hey, we're probably in the same time zone though.
Yeah, you don't see what time it is there.
Yeah. What time is it in Argentina? Is it around 8:20? 8:25? It probably is. I think they're in the same time zone. El Salvador is, right? And it's like in the same. I don't know my geography that good, so I'm not going to act like I know. But all right, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and connect these together. So we'll do a center line so we can get this right in the center. And then once again, so it's not, I'll probably just bring this like this off of this edge like that. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, and then I'll bring this around. Actually, we'll go ahead. Let me see what it looks like. Once again, it's just tape. We can always lay it back down.
Are these stencils available now?
Yep, absolutely are. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them on eBay. You can find them on the LimeLinePaintSupply.com. And if you happen to be a member, get 15% off if you're an Ultimate member, and I think 10% off if you're a Basic member. And that's all the time, pretty much on all your supplies. Okay, I do like that. So we'll go with it since I like it. Same thing here. We'll just go ahead and trim. We'll trim that. And we're just going to line this back up. The same tape, just follow it. And it's okay if that's not perfect because we're going to pull out that center line.
After airbrushing that, how long can you wait before clearing it without worrying about adhesion issues?
So it all kind of depends on your clear coat. I'm sorry. It depends on the base coat that you're using. The base coat that we use, it allows 2 weeks is what the manufacturer says. However, you can break that rule a little bit and go through 3 weeks. But once you get into a month of letting something sit, you do run a risk of that paint not being open enough to accept the clear coat on top. You could have a delamination issue later on. So, but there is some paints that are only 48 hours, really. It all kind of depends on the manufacturer and how it's designed. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that.
Irish Blood Forever said, depends on how this turns out. I might use this pattern on my 97 Lincoln Town Car lowrider, right where the back door rear glass pillar is.
Oh yeah, dude, those Lincoln Town Cars are some cool body lines.
Swampy just sent a $10 super chat and said, watching while taping on a fender to beat the heat.
Oh, right on, Swampy.
Thanks for the super chat, Swampy.
You're really living up to your name today. I bet you're swampy ass today. Okay, so should I trim those or should I leave them? I'm gonna go ahead and trim it. I'm just gonna follow the outside of that tape edge, I'm gonna do this one too.
Paris said military discount, senior discount, AARP discount.
Oh, all you gotta do is become a member to get a discount.
How's my Christmas in July stuff going, babe?
Oh man, it was I'm really hoping to get that done this next week before July's over.
It's not going to work out if it's past July. So y'all, I have asked him to put up those mini
the little mini trees, the mini helmets, and the mini hoods.
Yes, I have asked him. I made a variety pack, got it already. He just needs to put them on. So yes,
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Watch.
We should have those Christmas in July special, but it's only going to be on.
It's only going to be on Shopify.
Shopify. And Mr. C, I need your address. So email me because it was your idea. So I'm going to send you one of those kits for free. So email me so I can send you that out.
Oh, I see how it is. You just got to come up with good ideas, huh?
Yes, stuff. You do.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Somebody said swampy ass. I love this stream. Yeah, after you said that, I was like, wait, that was probably not very nice.
Swampy don't care. It was probably true.
Well, I'm pretty sure his name isn't Swampy Ass, but okay.
No, it's not Swampy Ass. We know it's not Swampy Ass.
You said it. You said you're probably living up to your name. Watch what you're saying.
I'm just glad that I thought that one was dead in the water, to be honest with you. I was like, oh, nobody liked that.
No, everybody's like, what the heck he's saying?
I'm glad it stuck. Literally, huh, Swamp?
Oh, he's going to give you the freaking middle finger on here. Swamp ass, he said.
Oh, man.
That's what Swampy said. Swamp ass.
Oh.
Maybe he thinks it's fine.
He thinks it's fine.
Cheeto said, the paint on my tank is great. I'd say like 95%. There is a decal on. Oh, it just moved up. Hold on. On the left and the right should just sand down or use paint remover to bare tank.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time because I was like,
it's a decal.
Yeah, decal. Yeah, decals are tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. So it's lifting on him. Is that what it's doing?
He said there's a decal on the left and the right. Should I just stand it down or use paint removal? On
Okay. I had it wrong. I thought he was applying a decal under the clear coat, and that's that's a tough one. But yeah, no, you're gonna want to get that all the way out, that decal. If you're able to sand it and get it flushed out without burning into the actual sticker itself, you can get away with it. But that's very rarely that's going to happen. Because if you burn through even a little bit of the decal, you're going to get into that paper, and then you're going to be into a mess of stuff. You're going to wish you sanded it all the way out. I always just take 80 grit and I get rid of all of it. It has to go down to bare metal in that spot. So what I'll do is, if the tank's in really good condition and you have those decals on both sides of the tank, take 80 grit with a machine or by hand or whatever you want to do. Get rid of it completely down to metal in that spot, and then you'd want to blend that out so you don't have a big paint edge, and then a little bit of primer surfacer on that, and then block it back out in that area, and you'll be fine. But in most cases, you're going to want to get rid of all of it.
Mr. C said, see all the grief you get for sending a super chat, Swampy? JJ said, I had swampy ass today. It was so humid. I went to sit on the toilet, hydroplaned, and darn near landed in the tub. Oh my gosh.
That painted a picture.
Go get a wipe. Swampy said, ha, laughy face. I don't care.
I knew he didn't care. Everybody gets it. Even you, Ashley. You get it too. You're probably sitting on swamp ass right now.
No, nobody's under me. I'm just on a chair.
I did have a little bit of an issue right here of the tape. Kind of lifted on me because I probably pulled the tape a little hard right there. But I'm going to go ahead and just lock that down. I'm going to leave it for now, but I'm going to come back and actually that kind of went back down. Yeah.
JJ said he's installing seat belts to his toilet. Bubba said, this hot weather has me thankful I installed the bidet. Instant cure for swamp ass. Gives the biscuits a nice cool rinse. That's funny. Now you all know how I got my name, he said. Swampy says, laugh out loud. Use the leaf roller on the tape.
Oh, yeah. God, why do I always forget that?
I don't know. You do always forget that.
Forget that's a thing until people remind me. Okay, so that's about center line there. I want to go a little bit lower. Okay, so I'm just putting these lines right here as a guide to kind of figure out where I'm going to put my center line. So center lines, I can also do this too. Oh yeah, that's actually way lower than I thought. Yeah, hold on here. I'm going to try that again. Both sides. I should have left this center line. That way I can gauge it easier.
Tina, she made a yummy drink.
Oh man.
Does
Let's
the
hear.
humidity cause adhesion issues with the tape when you bend in tight corners?
Humidity. That's a good question. I would say probably not, but who knows? I feel like the heat would actually be a little better because the adhesive on it would be maybe a little more sticky. But yeah, I don't know.
Peggy said, had made your swoobs today. Now that I do get swoobs. I don't really get swamp ass. I get swoobs. I do.
Oh yes,
Agree with
would be
that.
terrible. Back when I was heavier, I kind of got that. Okay, so am I going to... Okay, so I'm lining up with this inside one. I want to make sure I'm not gauging these off the wrong. So that needs to go right there. That makes sense? Oh, so really if I make an X right there, here's a little trick. A little bow tie right there. And
Arctic P sent a $5 super chat and said, how's the new compressor working for you? First time watching the live. Gonna paint all 3 of my bikes really soon.
Ooh, 3 bikes.
Thanks for the super chat too.
Yeah, thank you. So which compressor are you talking about? So I have both the Harbor Freights, the Black Widow, and then I also did buy that Quick Draw McGraw compressor too that I did a video on, and that one seemed to work okay as well, especially on motorcycle parts. I wouldn't attempt to do a whole car with that because by the time you get into it a little bit, you're going to have to adjust your air pressure so much to be able to compensate for the little bit of loss of CFM. So it's not optimal, but it will get you by, especially if you're painting a bike. So either of the Harbor Freights would be good. And seemed to work pretty good. I don't use it here at the shop. I have it at my warehouse. But so far, so good on both of those. Okay, so I got that. And we'll go ahead and get rid of these 2 lines right here because those are not needed. That one and that one's already gone. Okay. Well, this one, we'll just leave it. Okay.
They're talking about their bidets.
I'm sorry, the what?
They're talking about their bidets they have in their settings. They have a deodorizer and a night light and a fan.
Yeah, we've been thinking about one of those. You can get them
Yeah.
on Amazon for, what was it, $4.99 or something?
Yeah, you have been thinking about that. Chris said, this afternoon my butt crack felt like a gutter in a rainstorm. Thunderstorm, rainstorm, whatever. Oh, and by the way, the Dyson ball cleaner is not what it claims to be.
What? I never knew that was something.
Neither.
I need to know more.
The lowest setting is like a damn water pick. It can clean your teeth from the basement.
From the basement.
Oh, gosh. See, that's what I was saying. I'm afraid of a bidet is, oh, gosh. Might shoot me off the seat.
That looks like about the same thickness there. Okay. Take that turn. All right. We're looking good so far.
Best money ever spent. Go to Amigo.
Amico, is that a brand?
Maybe. Swampy said, we have Utah weather here right now. Only 77 degrees outside right now.
What? I don't think that's Utah weather right now. We
Oh,
still live in the desert.
Freaking hot as shit right now. I want to jump out the window into the pool. It's so hot. The Amazon when you hook up to your pressure washer. Just get one of the seat replacements. Just get one of the seat replacements that tap into the water line for the toilet. Easy install.
Huh. So there's options, huh? Yeah, I know you have to have like an outlet though, right?
You have to, yeah,
Like maybe not on that one, because that's what I heard. You have to make sure you have like a 110 outlet by your toilet, and most people don't have that. Unless you're gonna run an extension cord into your bedroom, like or up into your like, yeah. I kind of wondered that.
Some, not all, they said.
Oh.
It's going to be triple digits next week, Swampy said. Well, then this hot as hell weather is coming from us to you then. Because it's freaking terribly miserable today.
Oh,
Any chances of getting clear base by the gallon? Doing car stuff means quarts go real fast.
Yes, we are eventually going to add gallons to the line on that. But yeah, right now it is quarts. If you want a package deal, you can always send us an email at info@limelinepaintsupply.com, and we can hook you up with 4 quarts of that at a better price. Because there's no reason to have to buy 4 quarts and just pay for all the shipping and stuff. And really, shipping is going to be, if you have noticed, if you guys bought off of if you bought off of Amazon, you're going to get free shipping on everything. But also, if you've ever bought from our website, our shipping prices are really reasonable. Because that's one thing I always hated. I hated like getting a cart full of stuff, and I'm like, oh man, how much is this going to cost to ship? So if you ever had an experience with LimeLine, you probably know that the shipping is very reasonable. We just charge enough to cover shipping, nothing on top of that. And if you think you're getting ripped off, let us know, because you're probably not.
Hello, mate. From Queensland, Australia.
Oh, right on. Yeah, Queensland in the house.
Hello from down under. Does LimeLine ship to Australia?
No, unfortunately we don't. No, one day we hope to be in Australia. But you can get a lot of these products that we're using probably where you're from.
Sticker says, love how fast your shipping is and always reasonable. And he is from Canada.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you go outside the 3-week window, you can use adhesion promoter, correct?
Oh, that's a good question. You could use adhesion promoter. Adhesion promoter is clear. And once again, you're just, you kind of want to stay away from that if possible, because then you're just adding an extra layer into something that possibly doesn't need it if you just would have cleared it on time. Because if you do have a base coat and you have something painted and you're going to be waiting over 2 weeks, just clear coat it with regular clear coat. And then once you're ready to paint again, scuff it down. The clear coat, scuff it down, not clear base coat, not inner coat clear. We're talking about 2K clear coat. Scuff it down, and then you're good to go after that. Also, if you say, like in this case right here, in this particular, even though this has been clear coated, if I was to sand this down, say like 2 months ago, and then clean it up and go straight to taping, those scratches that you put, the scuff marks that you put into the clear coat to scuff this down to allow the paint to adhere to it, it kind of self heals itself. So those scratches are kind of no longer there. They're so it doesn't have as much of a bite to it. So if you ever scuff something down that's been clear coated, and it's been sitting for a while, it's a good idea to just give it a quick scuff again before heading straight to paint.
Jeremy Taylor says, gotta say,
All the LiME products I've bought are grade A awesome, and you get some sweet stickers.
Yep.
Paris says that he knows the shipping's great, that he orders straight from the LiNE site exclusively.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, it's
Josh had some yellow base coat explode. I don't understand that. Sometimes I see some emails and was like, what the hell are these people doing to these packages? Are they like drop kicking these things or what?
yeah, the shippers aren't also great on the boxes. If you ever have something that's all the paint that we have is going to always comes in a Ziploc bag in case an explosion does happen. But if you do have spilled paint, let us know. We'll replace it. We have no problem doing that. It's just kind of part of the game, really. But we try to make sure those lids are down good and everything's packed good. But things happen every once in a while. So let us know. If you haven't already, let us know and we'll get that replaced for you.
Somebody said, yeah, he loves the LiME products too. No complaints here. JJ says, you never cease to amaze me. Adam, layout looks awesome.
Oh, right on. I was actually a little worried about this. I was like, oh my God.
He was a little frantic.
Yeah.
For a second. Arctic P said, what type of compressors does everyone have? I'm trying to decide.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Everybody help him out. E. Brown said, I'm taking the family to San Francisco tomorrow where it's cool weather and celebrate my daughter's first test for the United States Marine Corps, preparing early last year of high school.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Congrats.
She's going to be gone for a little bit, huh? I think we have family members that are also in the Marine Corps, right?
Yep, he just went there, and everybody's talking about his wicked ass mullet he has on there because he has a freaking crazy mullet. And literally, she's posted pictures and like everybody's like, "Who raised that kid? That mullet's one sick mullet." Because he literally does have one cool mullet.
Yeah, is he gonna have to shave that thing or what?
Yeah, they just hadn't shaved it yet, so people were just talking about it.
Yeah, I think he's still like in the training to be able to pass a test or something like that. But yeah, hardcore Marines, way to go. We definitely appreciate that.
Randy said, my box wasn't damaged. The web maker just leaked a little.
Yeah,
thanks for responding to his email, he said.
Yeah, the web maker can
it expands when it gets
yes, it does,
hot,
especially
right?
if it gets into the heat.
It's a little trickier one.
Yep, and it'll kind of it could dry up around the lid a little bit. Could lose a little bit on that. That's
Cheese and Grit says, every time I've received anything from LiNE, it's been packed immaculately.
Yeah, we
the stickers are always the best part of the orders. I've ordered a few things off Amazon so I can help leave good reviews.
Yeah, right on. Speaking of reviews, if anybody buys on Amazon, especially like some of the stuff it has 0 reviews and 0 stars. But yeah, if you ever buy something on Amazon and it's LiME product and you like it, shoot a review on there. I mean, it's as easy as just going on your app and wait, do I got this? Am I doing this right? No.
Don't know.
No. Yeah, it's as easy as just going on your app, going into your past orders, and then there'll be an option there to do a review. And even if you wanted to do a photo review or a video review, that's awesome too, because you can do it right there on your phone. And yeah, let people know how you like it, because I know like on these red pads, they've been out for a while now and still no reviews. And I know they're good, but nobody else knows they're good. And it's really hard to top the charts when you don't have any reviews. So if you do that, let us know. We really appreciate that. And if you really want to help us out, that's like seriously the best way. But only if you like it, you know? If you don't like it, let us know. Okay, yeah, you see how I was taping the wrong line out? That was the issue there.
Said, let me see. OCPD said, guys, let me tell you from experience with these guys, they will do what they are telling you. I had an issue and they fixed it right away.
Yeah,
Thanks
well,
for that. We
well-
really do strive so hard to make sure that that's our best quality is customer service. We try so hard.
yeah, we know how it is. We don't want your stuff to be messed up.
No.
And if it is messed up, we will make it right. It's simple as that.
Speaking of views, hit the like button, said Jeremy.
There we go.
Pear said, based on the last package, I should buy stock and shipping peanuts.
Yeah, we go through a lot. Speaking of that, I got to get some more tomorrow.
Jay said, you can't leave a review on Amazon even if you purchase from one of the other sites. And wait, before you answer that, Jay, you were a winner last week and you're my last one left. I didn't get your email. So email me your address like you send you your stuff. And can you answer that question?
Can you? So if you buy from another site, can you leave on Amazon a review on Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you still can, but I don't know if it really counts. It's like the only way to really have a qualified review is to actually have a verified purchase. So, but hey, Amazon Prime is coming up on Monday and Tuesday. So you're able to, I think that's how Amazon Prime works, is even if you don't have an Amazon Prime account, Monday and Tuesday you can buy on Amazon. Am I right with that, Ash?
Oh, you saw me sneaking away?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. She's leaving.
I told him I'm gonna make me a drink.
So yes, Monday, Tuesday next week is Prime Day. So if you don't have a Prime account, I think it's free for all. You can buy on Amazon. You're gonna get free shipping. Pretty much everything's gonna be on sale on Amazon. It's gonna be a really good couple of days. So yeah, if you're not an Amazon buyer, maybe you can be next Monday or Tuesday. All right. Whew. Well, it's just me and you. All right, we're just going to go ahead and tape this out just a little bit more. I'm probably overdoing it. I don't need this much tape, but you can also use paper. Okay. We'll grab a fresh razor blade. Razor blade, X-Acto blade, whatever you want to use. And we'll just go ahead and trim right there. Easy enough. Perfect. And we're going to trim right here. Having a brand new razor blade definitely helps in this case. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Oh, that's quick. You made a custom drink that fast?
Made a little salty margarita.
Wow. In the machine?
No.
You must have ran.
I did. I ran.
Well, welcome back. It got a little awkward there for a second.
Back. With a nice little salty margarita.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Cool you down a little bit, huh? Cool you down, then heat you up.
Holy cow. Oh, I'm going to turn this off because I'm breathing heavy.
Okay.
Oh, that's fast running. What'd I miss?
Nothing really. I just taped this up and used a razor blade. But now you're here for the exciting part now because we're going to mix up some paint. So we have these little cups. We're going to use those. Those are available through LiME as well, mixing cups.
Oh, man. Sorry. These guys want me to bring one. I forgot. I didn't have... Sorry, guys. I didn't have enough hands.
Okay, so let's mix up some paint. All right, we got some black paint. So we got some LiME base coat black. So base coat is just like that. It's a base coat. It doesn't have clear coat in it. It's just one part. The only other part we need to put in it is just the reducer to be able to thin it out to make it sprayable.
They said on the review, sorry, I know we were talking about this
Before I left, Jeremy said it just won't say it's a verified purchase, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So it still does help. Whether or not it actually counts it as a SAR or not, it's hey, but we'll take it though. We'll take it.
And Prime days are the 16th and 17th.
Yes, that's Monday and Tuesday next week. I think so.
No,
No.
I don't think so. I don't think it's Monday and Tuesday, is it? It's Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh, Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. Well, we're actually out of town Wednesday. We're starting Wednesday, which we're going to be gone for the live.
Yeah, we are going to be gone next week.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out because we haven't missed a live since New York City when we went on vacation there. Other than that, we've been going like a year and a half strong, or even longer than that. Actually, we have over 100 lives. And you can go back and watch them if you guys are new to this channel and you're wanting to learn more and you're wanting to binge a bunch of stuff that we've done. Same thing like we're doing here. You can go back onto our YouTube channel, and there is a button that says Lives. You can click on that, and you can, check them all out. They're usually 2 hours long. You can hit a little trick is you can hit the play button twice, I think, and it'll actually speed it up. So I'll talk like a chipmunk, but you're gonna be able to turn a 2 hour episode into 1 hour.
Ben said, none for Adam, and you guys are so fancy you have a margarita machine.
Oh, do we? We have
Yeah.
a couple of them.
Where's Adam's drink?
Oh, I'm just on water. I've been guzzling it though. Holy crap. I should have told you to maybe grab me some more. I did bring the other water bottle though, luckily.
Ryan said, I just used the red pads from you on my D8. I will gladly give a review for you. Worked great.
Thank you. Yeah, you'd be the first one. I check that every once in a while. I was like, come on, let's get a review. Even the first one means so much.
How to tell he owns a paint supply business. Laugh out loud. Look at all the tape he's used.
Yeah.
All that shit in the shop, and there's no margarita maker. There should be one over here because we have a few, so I should put one over here.
Yeah, we should.
Speaking of using all that tape, you ever get a date on when the masking sheets will be available?
Yeah, the masking, we hadn't those actually didn't pass the inspection, the little masking that we were testing. We do have vinyl coming. We have vinyl coming in 24-inch and 12-inch rolls, which are removable vinyl, but we don't have the actual masking paper supplier on that yet. Still kind of testing the waters, and there's another company I'm looking to try out, but it does take a while.
Tina said Cheddar and her will host the live while we're gone. You taught Cheddar how to paint last week.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Jeff said you get a Mitch Dutcher. Jeff Dutcher's on. He said you get a mixed drink and Adam gets to mix paint.
Yeah. What up, Jeff?
Mr. C said, geez, that was the fastest margarita I ever seen fixed.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you came back quick.
I literally did. I ran across the yard.
You had to have ran.
Yeah, but it's all out handy. So I just quickly put it together. I even got salt on the rim.
Well,
How did the smoke party go? I didn't see you on the news.
Oh, it went great.
It was
Yep, really good stuff.
so good. You eat so much that you're literally so freaking full.
Yeah, you don't float in the pool after that.
Yeah.
Sink straight to the bottom. I'm going to put a little bit of blue. Did you see, like, I don't know if you guys were noticing, but it only took just a couple drops of white to turn that black gray. So it doesn't take that much at all. Ooh, careful there. Well, I want to give it a little bit of a blue tint because that's the nice thing about being custom painters is we can do what we want. We're not following any rules.
Jeremy said, "Oh yeah, the margarita machine."
I knew he'd be impressed.
Him and his wife came to our smoke off. They had our margarita machine. It's freaking awesome.
Yep.
It's a Margaritaville brand one, but it has 3 pictures instead of 1. You guys should look at it. It's freaking.
It's a 3.
Thing.
It's a triple header.
Yeah, it makes 3 different kinds. And
all kind of automatic, and the best thing is it shaves the ice so good. Like it's not like a choppy ice. It's a very good shaved ice.
Yeah, and the mango one was so good. John said, "Seen something similar to this on Harley Wide Glide tank earlier this year. Cool looking. It looked like you were inside a tornado looking down from the top."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The what? The design?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you figure out the problems with Apple phones yet so they can join? I know we talked about it before.
I'm sorry, the what? The members?
Yeah.
You know, it's yes, it's something to do with Apple devices, right?
Right.
That's
Did
all
you
I know.
figure it out?
No. No. I don't think it's something I can figure out.
Do they have a margarita off? Ashley could be a contender.
Yeah. The machine wins it.
Sticker said your sanding sponges make whoop. It just moved. Sorry, let me find where you went. Your sanding sponges make prep a breeze. Any possibility of other grits in the future?
Yeah, we're actually testing out some thinner pads. They're a little more pricey though. So it's the only thing I kind of don't like about it because I try to keep things affordable. So
I like to see the sponges in 2,000 and 3,000 for cutting and buffing.
Oh yes, you know, and that's if those were available to me, I would have already bought them and had them going because a 2,000 grit sanding sponge would be phenomenal. I feel like even just for cut and buff, but I think 800 grit is the finest that I can get, and I keep asking the supplier for it. I'm like, that's what I need. I need 2,000. I need 3,000. And once you got it, send them on over. But I don't know. Apparently, it's a lot harder to make those.
They said didn't measure the tequila. That's for sure. It's probably all tequila. Ashley's afraid to leave Adam without adult supervision too long. Yeah, well, that is the truth. Tina said, "Who won the smoke off?"
Tina
won with the meat.
Tina won the meat.
Need to custom, and she made some good ribs. Jeremy made some good brisket. That was good. And then I can't remember those pork little chunks were. That was the other thing that was really good.
Yeah, what was that?
If Peggy's on here, she could remind me. I can't remember, but it was good.
The lamb chop? Not lamb chops. Where did my lid go to this thing?
Cheese Grits and Nyquil said, need to custom paint a margarita machine and then auction it off.
Oh, yeah.
Tequila and a splash of limeade with some salt is Ashley's quick marg. Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. I'll have to try that. Bubba gifted a membership. Thanks, Bubba.
Oh, all right, Bubba.
Whose blue is that? Is that Tamco's?
No, that's our blue. That is our blue base coat.
Swampy said, I posted a review for you guys on Amazon today.
Oh, right on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thanks for sending the email, Mr. C. I'll get your thing sent to you. What blue did you use? Tequila with a salted rim. Kinda.
So the blue that I used. Oh, good question, because I didn't really show that, did I? Blue base coat. We do have blue base coat. We have red base coat. We have yellow base coat. That way you can make green, you can make purple, you can make brown, and you can make orange. So you don't need all those colors in order to have those colors. It kind of follows the same lines as how our candies are set up. We only have the primary colors of candies because you can mix those together to get your secondary colors.
Pork belly.
Oh, yeah. Pork belly. Yeah, I voted for Tina. Even though I did a meat too. And mine was, I over-seasoned mine, to be honest. And it was a little soggy.
Yeah, that's the part I wasn't sure of. Amazon review done. Now I have to order the gray. That's from Ryan Sloan.
Oh, right on. Yeah, so the gray will hopefully be available tomorrow or Saturday. Definitely before Prime Day, I'll have it up.
Jeremy said, "You have blue base? How did I miss that?"
Yep, we got blue base.
Swampy said he posted a few pics with their review too. Thank you. We love that.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, the picture reviews are the best. They not only help us out, it helps out other people too, because they can see, how it works, how it looks laid out. And it's an honest review when it comes from a customer.
Zane said, "I still say Adam needs to customize the Black Widow compressor."
That could be customized, actually. No, well, I always look at stuff like, how much do I have to take off of that? But yeah, it looks like that compressor, actually, that shell would come off pretty easy.
Kool-Aid.
That's actually a good idea. Just cleaning my airbrush real quick because I have not spraying like I want it to. Basically, I'm just pulling the needle out and then. Okay, there we go. That's spraying better.
Jeremy said,
that's what we want.
Jeremy Taylor said, "No kidding. I miss 1 week and you have a line of primary base coats." Laugh out loud.
Yes, primary base coats. Exactly. We have the red, the yellow, and the blue. It comes in a kit too, so you can buy all of them. So that way you're all set up and ready to go. We also, maybe you don't know this, we also have all the candies in the pint size as well. So if you're just sick of the small bottles and you're ready to move on to doing bigger projects, then you can also buy them. I mean, here's an example right here. This is black candy. This is a whole pint. Like, this is concentrate. This is going to last you a really long time. You can't buy this anywhere else in this size. This is going to last you a while. And really, this is like the same price as buying 8 ounces of the other guy. And not really anybody has black candy. It took me a minute to find that. And actually, when I found it, I was like, where has this been, we might actually use a little bit of it tonight. We'll see. Probably going to mix up some root beer brown to do the rest. But I do want to use this bluish gray. I might have put a little too much blue, but I'm okay with it. We're going to use that, and we're going to do this whole edge in the blue color. See how this looks. Okay, that looks good. Turn on the, let me turn on the fan so this. I love how big this handle is too. So this is a pigmented paint. So it's going to cover up the flake all the way. That's the difference between a candy and a pigmented paint. A pigmented paint will cover the surface. A candy paint will dye the surface a color, so it's transparent. You're going to be able to see through it. You're going to be able to see the sparkle.
on your candy concentrate, it says 30% candy, 70% clear. Do you 1-to-1 that with reducer to spray out of an airbrush?
Yes, or a little more. There's not really a hard rule when it comes to reducers. You just reduce it out and you start at about 1-to-1 ratio. Because the thing is with paints is the older it is, the more times you pop the cap on it, the thicker the paint's going to get. Some of the solvents and stuff are going to evaporate out of it. So by the time you're down to the bottom of your can and you're mixing that up, you're actually mixing up a thicker paint than when it was brand new. So sometimes the 1-to-1 will turn into maybe 1 part paint, 1.5 times reducer. 1-to-1 actually works well with spraying out of a spray gun. It's going to be a little bit more because if you're spraying out of an airbrush, you're going to need it reduced out a little bit more because it's coming out of a smaller orifice here. The paint needs to be thinner to spray it out smoother. Out of a paint gun, you can have thicker paint because it has a bigger nozzle on it. But yeah, great question. That's just kind of a guide, a 1-to-1. Also on the candies, if you want to do a little bit more, want your paint to cover a little faster, you can also do up to a 50-50 mix of candy to clear base coat. Yeah, there you go. Or you could just mix it up yourself. Pretty good, actually. I thought I was going to have an issue with it because the air was stuck on when I first hooked it up today. And I was like, oh man, this is going to cause me some problems. And then magically it fixed itself. So I don't know. But yes, I don't mind it. The fan pattern doesn't work. There is a different tip that does not a dome like this. It actually has the fan pattern, but it doesn't spray evenly. It's like thick on the top and the bottom and like thin in the middle. So it's not even worth using the fan pattern.
Why don't you use the 0.3 fan tip?
Yeah, because it doesn't spray it out even. It's not worth using. But it's okay. It still has this dome. I like the dome one better, to be honest. Yeah, paint shaker? Yeah. Yeah, you can get those at Harbor Freight too. I actually have one here. To be honest, I don't use mine a whole lot. I usually just stir it up. Like if you're brand new, you don't need it. If that's like one of the things you think you need to start out, I would buy something else. Full blast. The thing is about these compressors, it really doesn't tell you how much. There is a gauge, but it tells you how much is going in to the. Yeah, it says right now I'm using 35 psi, but I don't think that's the case. I bet it's more like 25. But I have it on full blast.
Thanks, Dave. What's the difference between your clear base and your inner coat clear?
Not much difference. They're different formulas, and both of those are going to work interchangeably. Maybe that was the issue. That was a little loose right there.
Were we supposed to remove the middle line of the tape?
This right here? No, we're good. We are good so far. Okay, I think let's take a look at this. Make sure we're full coverage here.
So the LimeLine base coats are $49 each, or you can get the primary pack for $99. Definitely a good deal. Basically, buy 2, get 1 free.
Yep. Yeah, all the new. If there's a new product that comes out through LimeLine, it's going to be on sale, especially on Amazon. But pretty much everywhere. We try to get it to catch some traction, so everything's going to be cheaper when it first comes out, and we try to keep it as low as we can. Those base coats might just stay there at that price.
That's an all Harbor Freight tool manuals to repair, kick 2 or 3 times really hard.
Yeah,
Is that the Black Widow you're using?
that is the Black Widow.
I've always thought Intercoat is a clear base, or is the base more of a binder?
Clear base coat, Intercoat clear, binder. They're kind of all the same thing. It's really the name is the only thing that's really changing on those. There will be different formulas, but they're basically all doing the same thing. Take removal blade. All right, let's go ahead and pull. Let's see if I'm pulling the right stuff. There we go. Yeah, we don't want to pull our fine line tape lines.
Don't forget to like the video, everybody. Adam, is there any candy rattle cans you can recommend that are in Canada or shipped to Canada?
To be honest, I didn't hear a word you said right there. You're going to say it towards me.
How can I say it towards you when I have to read the script?
I have no idea. You have to memorize it.
Okay, well, you think I have eyes in the back of my head. Sometimes it might seem like I do, but I really don't. Adam, is there any candy rattle cans you can recommend that are in Canada or shipped to Canada?
Oh, that's going to be a tough one to Canada. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question. That is. Okay, I like that. It's going to give us a nice, good contrast from the pigmented color into the candy. So, okay. I want to get some. One thing real quick is I do have a video on how I mixed up the black base coat. So we'll go ahead and show that video. I'm sorry, when I said black base coat, I actually meant black candy, which is this can right here. You can buy it in the pint, like I mentioned earlier. Or you can buy it in the little 4-ounce can as well. These are both concentrate, so these are mixed with clear base coat or Intercoat clear, and then you'll reduce it with a urethane reducer. So I'll get that ready. We'll get another cup, and you want to play that video? There is a video we'll show that real quick on how I mix this up. It'll be more entertaining than me just talking about it, and I'll get it done, and you can maybe learn something. right. So while that was playing, I got it mixed up. Looking good. And Ashley, just remind me, it's about that time we're going to spin the wheel. So hashtag LiME into the comments, like you can see that people have been doing. And you'll have a chance to win 3 rolls of the fine line tape, the 1/4 inch, the 1/8 inch, and the 16th inch. And you'll also win the stencil pack. It's the Geometric Illusion stencil pack that's brand new. You'll be one of the first ones to get it, but you'll win that for free.
Welcome back to another Spin to Win, sponsored by LiME.
All right, we got Saints Custom Paint. Congratulations. You're the winner. I know that name. I think he's actually local.
Somebody said, all right, who does that voice?
You know who it was?
It's you.
Oh, come on. I thought I was going to fool everybody.
No, I can tell it's you.
I even enhanced it a little bit, like with some machine learning something. I don't know.
I knew it was you. Maybe they didn't. Now you guys know the other voice.
I thought I had everybody fooled. All right. Okay, before I do that, though, see if I have enough shoes. Do I have enough 16-inch tape? Oh, right here. Maybe I do. I can't do it. I can't do it live. It took me a while to learn that voice.
I thought that was just a private voice. I guess not. What program do you use to do the intro and to run the live?
I used CapCut to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that fan off.
Someone just said, did he just ask if he has enough tape?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's probably at the warehouse. That's the problem, is I don't have it all here. I do have a little bit left. I want to hopefully I can make it around all of these. We'll see.
Painting in white shoes is brave. I was full, thought it was some AI dick-nosed dude's voice. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, I had him tricked.
Someone said pillow voice, his pillow talk voice.
Oh, no way.
Private voice.
I thought I had everybody fooled. I didn't think anybody would think that was me.
I used to do a carnival barker when I would set up a booth at the flea market. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next Thursday. Mr. C said, if we're not going to be here.
Well, maybe you'll take the wheel for us.
Bubba said he uses that voice for his safe word. Very white noise.
Step right up and win some crap. I'm probably going to have enough tape here. I'm thinking we're going to go like this. I always like to follow my 1/8 inch up with a 16th. Or if you're using 1/4 inch, follow it up with an 1/8 inch. You can see how much better that looks just bordering that out. I'm going to be really careful not to stretch the tape too hard. So we did have an issue right there. I was able to fix it. No big deal. Once again, just pull up. Yes, we're going to be able to do it for sure. Just can't mess up. Ooh, that looks like that's starting to come up a little bit.
That motion was rejected, Ash. No time off. We all had panic attacks when you did go live on the 4th, like a bunch of Sheldon Coopers freaking out.
Hey, but we did make it the next day.
Which one of you picks the music for Instagram posts? Laugh out loud.
Oh, what? You don't like my George Michael? Is that who it was? No. That's I don't know. I like the old 80s music.
If you know Adam, he likes everything 80s.
80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Anything reminds me when I was a kid. Anything my dad played on the radio.
My safe word is meatloaf. I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. Oh, I freaking love that song.
Yeah. That might be my next Instagram.
I love that song. Me too, Adam. 70s, 80s, 90s for me. Mr. C, I like all that too. Even 60s, yep, I agree.
Some Steppenwolf.
I like all music. Mostly. Except for the new rap. That's the only one I have a hard time with. Pretty sure one of those Instagram posts had Bananarama on it.
No. I wouldn't put it past me, but hey, if it goes along with what I'm doing, it might. But
Can you do Billy Bob Thornton's Sling Blade?
do the voice I don't know what I'm saying here.
Yeah, I could tell you having a stroke or what's going on.
I don't know. How was his talk?
That
was Beavis and Butthead.
Love George Michael. I gotta have tape. I gotta have tape. I gotta have tape. I can't sing.
Gotta have tape. Is that
Yeah,
what it
instead of I gotta have faith. I do too. Mumble rap. Yeah, that's what I feel like this rap is nowadays. It's not very good. Classic rock. Oh yeah, love that. Yes, Ashley, new rap sucks. It really does.
Okay. We have
Cardi
the black.
I can't stand Cardi B.
All right, let's go. We have the black laid out in this. All I'm going to do is I'm going to aim for the tape lines, and I'm going to blend out both ways. There's a good chance that I might end up, not tonight, but I may end up doing a short tutorial on how to leaf this. I mean, we've all been through leafing before, so I may end up leafing in between these. But for now, it's going to be a black faded edge going both ways on both these sides.
Long live Tupac. Love me some Tupac and Eazy-E and Dr. Dre, Ice Cube. I love all those guys. Naughty by Nature. Driving down the road the other day and saw my ex. Funny how I hit that changes meaning over time. Sublime can be played at any crowd. I like Sublime. Give me some mellow piano music and I'm happy too. Me too, Mr. C. I like some blues. I like some Indian flute music. It's just Indian flute. Love that. Bow Down. Oh yeah, I love that song. Watching this while preparing my tank for paint this weekend. How long do you usually wait to sand primer? That's for you, babe. How long do you usually wait to sand primer?
You can wait, depends on the temperature. If it's 103, like it was today, if it's out in the sun, you can literally be ready in like 3 to 4 hours. But under controlled temperatures, like 70 degrees, I would wait 12 hours.
Yeah, John, that is real rap. That's what's good. And actually, you know what? My daughters are actually listening to that stuff now. Our rap. And she actually likes it. Primus. Yep, I love Primus. sent you a message on Instagram tonight about an issue I had today leafing a helmet. Any input you can give me is appreciated. I'm sure if you sent it to him on Instagram, Zane, I'm sure he'll get to it and answer you. He usually does. Give him a sec, but he usually tries to answer all those questions. Canned heat in the doors. Oh, I don't know canned heat, but I do love the doors. Tommy the cat. Slow ride. Take it easy. Yep. I'm not sure what Winona's big brown beaver is. But I do love some Winona Judd. I see she's coming to the Sandy Amphitheater. Well, I'd love to go to that.
Winona Judd?
Oh, yeah, I love her.
Isn't she a Dixie chick?
No, she's a Judd.
Oh.
The mom was a singer that just died, and then Ashley Judd is a singer but more an actress, and then
Wait a
Winona.
minute, is Ashley Judd an actor?
Actress, yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yep.
And then Winona has the red hair and sings my favorite, well, one of my favorite songs.
How's it go?
Not gonna sing it. I'll sing it in the shower.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
All right, I'll meet you there in 40. Dick Dale and the Deltones. What the hell is that? Dick Dale and the Deltones. I don't know that. What's the secret to cut and polish black?
I'm sorry, was that a question for me?
What's the secret to cut and polish black?
Oh, that's a tough one. Make sure you do every step really good. Like, start with 1200, do that really good. Move to 2000, do that really good. Move up to 3000, do that really good. If you miss a little bit in each one of those steps, you have to go back. That's the problem. When you're doing the step one with the wool pad, if you're using CSI, then you need to do the step one really good. If not, you're going to have to go back to whatever step that you missed a little. You got to go all the way back to that step, start that over, and then move on from there. It doesn't have the forgiveness that like flake has. Flake is so much easier to polish, so much easier, and it always looks good. Like, it takes a lot for a metal flake job to get swirl. You can't really ever tell there's swirl marks in it because it's just too sparkly and shiny. Black paint, however, the first second you run a rag across it, you're putting scratches in it. It's really a horrible thing. But once you get done polishing it, and as long as you waited the time frame that the clear coat tells you to wait in order to put wax on it, go ahead and layer some wax on there, and that'll take care of those last little bit of scratches. Not really scratches, but swirl marks, I guess. If it's a scratch, you shouldn't really be covering it in wax. It's a cheap way of fixing it, really. Where did that paint go? Oh, it's right here.
I'll have to check out that song. Social Distortion, Jack White are my go-tos. I happen to like some Vanilla Ice and some Dolly. Yep, agreed. Doobie Brothers, yes. The Primus song. Oh, the Brown Beaver. I'd have to know the words. Maybe I do know it. When does the live start? 8 p.m.
8:05.
Oh, California time.
Mountain Standard Time. So 7:05 California time.
Dick Dale and Deltones. I'll have to look them up, huh, Zane? I'll have to look at that. CCR. Love me some CCR. That was one of my dad's favorites.
Okay, we got it. Did I get enough right there?
I just did a dark green metallic Jeep the other day, and now it shines like a mirror. Dick Dale is surf. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Yep. Yeah, I tried CP my truck, and it just put more smaller scratches in it. Life lesson just learned. I will appreciate the tip. I also like some ODB, Social D Misfits, Dropkick Murphy, Any Rush fans here? Adam's a huge Rush fan. Adam, how long to wait to apply wax with your LimeLine clear coat?
You're really going to want to wait. It all depends on how much heat you have going to it and how fast it flashes off. But general rule, you should wait a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks. All kind of depends on how hot it gets. Because what happens if you put wax on it too early and not all of the solvents have released, then you could trap some of those solvents underneath that layer of wax. And what happens is they just can't release correctly, and it will, from what some companies say, is it will kind of dull it out. So that's why you want to make sure that all those solvents are releasing. Even though you think it seems dry, I mean, you sand on it, you polish on it, it should be dry. It's really not. It's still releasing solvents. Even up to a month, it can still release those solvents. So just gotta be careful with it. If you have a bake cycle, you can bake it. Bake it a few times. That'll speed up the process. Put it out in the sun. That'll speed up the process. And but personally, I like to do it, like especially on black. I wouldn't do it on anything that was like flaked or anything like that. But yeah, wait a few weeks. Man.
Babe, didn't you go to a Rush concert?
No, never.
Oh, I thought you did. Well, he does love Rush. So do I. Big Led Zeppelin fan. Me too. Love that. Fleetwood Mac. Yep, love that one. Fly By the Night album by my favorite Rush album. We do love Rush. Fleetwood Mac and Led Zeppelin. The Led Zeppelin movie is not great to watch, though.
No.
Watched it. Not while eating a gummy. Boy, I barfed my brains out.
Okay, you want to, so what we're going to do is we're going to mix up some root beer brown candy. So a candy is a transparent color. And what we need to do is, you can see right here on the side of this can. So it tells you exactly how to mix brown. You're going to want to take 15% of the gold, 10% of the red, 5% of the blue is going to make the brown. And you take that, you mix that with the clear base coat, and then you reduce it from there, and then you're good to go. So, like I said, you don't need to buy root beer brown. You can make it with the mixing all three of the primary colors together to make that brown. I actually have another video. We can go ahead and cut to that video real quick. And after that, we'll give another set of tape and another stencil pack away. How's that sound?
What am I showing?
There should be one that says root beer brown.
Oh, right here?
Yep.
Somebody said, Adam, have you ever had an entire paint job go to crap?
Oh yeah. Yep. I've had it kind of boil up on me by, let's see, a couple of things have happened. One time I forgot to put hardener in the clear coat.
Yikes!
What was that? A bird?
Yikes!
God, that scared the hell out of me.
That happened when I also walked by the fan. I blew up
Oh, there you go.
my shorts.
And then a couple other accidents. I hung up something in the booth, a tank, and the tank fell onto the ground, bashed the whole side in. That sucked. But I've been mostly lucky. Like, I think the biggest mistakes would be to mixing things wrong. Even when I've had like paint burn up on me, like have you ever? I'm sure some of the more experienced painters have been painting something before, and they'll spray some clear coat on it, and it'll like crack and craze on them. A couple of different things can cause that by spraying the clear coat too wet on top of another coat of clear coat that's too thin. There's stuff like that can happen, but you can usually recover from that. I painted stuff and the customer's like, what in the hell is that? I was like, okay, well, one time I painted a graphic when I was brand new and it looked like there was a wiener graphic on the front fender. And I was like, huh. I'm like, is he gonna say something about that? And then he's all, oh yeah, I love the paint job. It's just something with that front fender. And he didn't want to say it. I was like, I know what you mean, man. I'll switch it up. We can change it. He's like, oh, okay, thank you. That just looked like a big wiener. I don't know why I was new. I didn't know.
Sure.
Okay, so there's the brown. Now you know how to mix the brown. So all it just takes is those three primary colors. You can see the gold right there. And it turned it into a brown. It's going to need a little more reducer.
Jeremy said I sanded right through the clear and took off graphics. Took a minute to fix.
Yeah, those little stuff like that is, can be fixed.
Can you use hardener in base coat? I think is what it means to say.
Nope. Usually you would use a base coat hardener into base coat, but in most cases, especially with custom paint, you wouldn't use a hardener in your base coat. That could end up causing you more problems than what you want. Because if you do harden that coat and you don't get to it on time, or what could happen is, like I was talking about earlier, it can burn up on you.
Firm Handshake said, I redid the paint on my ZXCR a couple months ago. Not only did my dry stand fall over, but then my base batch was recalled after I finished, and now it's wrinkled and totally.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes with the wrinkles, though, you can, usually happens when you're clear coating, you can recognize what's happening, let it dry up a little bit, and then put on light coats on it to start to build it up. And then once you can build up a little bit of a barrier, you can hit it with another wet coat, and then it can start to bury up over that wrinkle. It takes a lot of clear coat though. And then as long as then you can if you're doing it on flake, you can barely see a wrinkle, and then you could hit it with a little bit more candy to help hide that. And then it's really hard to see at that point. So I've been able to save some stuff that I thought I've had to take all the way back down, and I was able to save it in most cases. And that hasn't happened to me in a long time, but if it starts to wrinkle up on you, most people, what they want to do is, I need to bury this. Like, I need to put a whole bunch more clear on it to see if I can get this to go away. That's the exact opposite what you want to do. You want to hold on for a minute, let it dry up, put really light dust coats on it just to get it, because what's happening is those solvents are attacking the base coat that's underneath the clear coat. Because a lot of times if clear coat is sanded too thin, on top, and then there's a base coat that's not hardened underneath, is those solvents are laying on there, and it's able to penetrate through that very thin layer of clear coat that's still there. And usually it happens where the parts where you sanded almost all the way through, and it's able to re-wet that base coat, and the clear coat that's on top of it that's chemically hardened, it doesn't re-wet. It stays hard. And what happens when a river runs under a road? You know, it just cracks, right? The asphalt cracks because it can't handle the movement underneath of the base coat because it's re-wetted and it's getting up underneath the hardened clear coat. So if it has a way in to get that re-wetted, and it kind of just spreads itself underneath, and then what happens? The clear coat starts to move, and boom, it just has to go somewhere. So it cracks because it can't move with the base coat. So hopefully that helps.
It's a complete loss. It wrinkled and then it filled up a week later. He said you'd have to see it. It's a complete loss.
Okay, well, yeah,
you just talk too much. I can't stop you sometimes, but
hey, but
I tried.
Y'all learned something there. Don't tell me you didn't learn something. Because it took me a while to figure that out, actually. I was like, once you know what's causing the problem, it prevents you from having it happen again. And then also if you understand what's happening, a lot of times you can figure out how to fix it. Okay, let's get this transparent candy loaded up. There we go. Okay, let's pick out one of these stencils. All right, there should be 9 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there another couple over there? 8. Is there only 8? Huh. I swear there was 9. Okay. There is 9, but okay, I like this one. That's probably my favorite. So we're definitely gonna use that one. Probably my least favorite is this one. I mean, that one on the star, the flag we did last week, that one probably would have been awesome. We only have room for 4, so we'll go with this one for sure. I like that one too, so we'll go with that one. And then maybe this one. That one's cool. I like that one. And then, ooh, let's see.
Someone said, is that the new pack? They said number 4.
This one? Okay. That's it.
Is that the new pack?
Yes, it is. We got a lot of swirls going on. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do this one. That one, that one, that one, and that one. And maybe I'll line them up to wherever they fit the best. Okay, we'll go with those 4. Now, this is the first time I've ever used these. Let's go with, okay. Well, we can put this any direction, really. I think I like that one. I think I like that one right there.
What can cause clear coat to be soft? I let my set of tins sit a few days after cut and buffing it, and when tightening my strut bolts, I smashed through the clear with not a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you know, when if it's just been a few days after clear coat, your clear coat's still really vulnerable to that. Even though it feels like it's hard and the surface is hard, it's, you know, it really does. It will smash through it. Now, if it stays sticky or gummy, there you have a problem probably with your hardener. Maybe the hardener ratio was mixed incorrectly. But sounds like that's about right. Usually you would want to wait a little bit before doing that, locking those things down.
Do you have to clean those stencils after you use them?
No, not necessarily. Okay, so that looks good unless it works better here. Let's see. Nope, I like it here. Let's go. Nope.
That looks like something from Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so we'll put that one there. I like it. We'll go ahead and you can tape out the outside too before you lay the stencil down. We're okay though. I'm just gonna kind of lock this down here. Same thing here.
Someone said turn it sideways.
Like that way? Nah, I've already started. Too late. This one we actually, here, let me put it right there because we don't want to go all the way onto this other side.
Where'd you get these stencils?
They are available through LimeLine. You can buy them on Amazon or LimeLinePaintSupply.com or on eBay. Just look up 3D Geometric Stencil Pack LimeLine. You'll be able to find it there.
E. Brown said, definitely going to enjoy working with these stencils.
Yeah, I mean, they're so useful.
Looks
We'll
like
find out. This will be my first time.
TV show.
All right, let's do it. Got some root beer brown.
Those stencils are awesome.
Pretty cool. We'll find out here in a second.
Have you ever used stackable stencils with like multiple layers?
Multiple layer stencils? Not really.
That stencil would be real effective with just simple black and white. I love the patterns you have.
Yeah.
I want to make a tie-dye shirt with those for my daughter.
Oh yeah, and you could do a lot more with these. You could highlight it. Like we might shadow it once we're done. We'll see what it looks like. Because we could run a shadow right here and really spruce this thing up. But we'll see how it looks just like this. I think we're about there. Make sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How do you feel about stencil adhesive for these types of stencils?
Nah, not necessary, and I wouldn't bother with anything that could cause like any kind of adhesive on it. I really just wouldn't do it. Yeah, so if this was shadowed right there, oh man, it would look really good. We might go back and shadow a little bit. We could also clear coat it once and then come back. We could tape on this right here, so you can run a fine line tape right there and then shadow one side. Or even better than that, just like raising a shadow just right off the edge right there. So
I'm going to be sad if he doesn't shadow that one. Looks killer. That looks amazing. Badass.
Yeah, I'll probably end up shadowing it. Just a little bit. Okay.
Shadow it.
We'll do it once I'm done with the rest of these, because I already have brown ready to go. Yeah, I'll put this like maybe, oh, no, I'll do it like that, because there's a little bit of edge here. We'll just turn that a little bit sideways. Okay, that'll work.
The spiral on that one, they're loving it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, side of a tank, back of a fender,
On a skateboard.
skateboard.
On a t-shirt. Swampy said no need to use adhesive, you can hold them down with magnets.
Yep. Not on this though. This is aluminum. You can hold it down with tape though. But yes, that's a great idea. Like if you're doing a Harley tank, I always forget that too, that magnets work. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Also, you see how it's floating just a little bit? When it's like that, just make sure you're pointed straight up and down. Like if you're pointed this direction, it's going to want to get up underneath the stencil. So as long as you're straight up and down, you're going to be a lot safer not having that underspray. Get out of here. And these ones can be shadowed right underneath there. Okay. I think we got it. I think I got bit by a mosquito. Ow. Probably should have shut that door.
Huh?
We probably should have shut that door. Mosquitoes are coming in now.
Are you going to spray a different candy except for just not the brown? Are you going to spray another candy color over the brown?
We could do a gold. I'm not going to in this case, but a gold wash over all this would look great. All right, next one. Let's see. We got these two. Let's see which one would look better where. We got that one and that one.
You got
two swirly things there.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk me into it. So that there. Okay, I like that. Right? Yeah.
Or the first one had the edge looks good where the stencil brown is black. How do you fix that? It happened
Right here.
to me the other day and was visible when I was done.
Right here. You would edge this with black again. We'll put this one sideways so it goes all the way through. Yeah, this one I kind of taped it up a little too far.
Can you use black candy and ghost the root beer?
Yes. Yep.
It'd be a good time to put those pinstriping skills to use.
You don't want to see that. I don't think anybody wants to see that. All right, let's make sure I got enough paint in here before we start. Okay, looks good.
One night, I'll find a date night when you can just pinstripe, practice pinstripe.
There we go.
I need to practice too.
Now you're talking my kind of language.
Can you?
Date night. I like it.
Yeah. Can you do those stencils smaller?
Can you make them smaller?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have them smaller. This is the only size.
Just got me a Cricut. What are the numbers on the vinyl you use?
The numbers on the vinyl?
Yeah. Oracle 631.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
I laid out lacquer over flake, and when I removed the decals that I laid candy over, a lot of the lacquer came up with the decal.
Was that a question for me?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't. It's too loud.
Too loud?
Yeah, I didn't hear it. I have with the fan and the airbrush.
Hold on, let me go up to it.
Okay, let me finish this real quick, then you ask me.
Oh, you just can't do two things at once. Not that you
No,
can.
I can. I have been the whole time.
No. You can't. See, I can say something right now, and you have no idea. You can't do two things at once. You can't listen. See? You don't even budge.
There's such small little dots in here that I got to make sure that they're really dark because I want to make sure they show up. Okay. All right, go ahead.
I laid auto lacquer over flake, and when I removed the decals that I laid candy over, a lot of the lacquer came up with the decal.
Yeah, lacquer. Yeah, lacquer paint's not really the right thing to be using. That would be like, that's definitely old school way of doing things. Really, that stuff's kind of hard to find, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, if you stick with the right stuff, you won't have that problem. You might still have the problem, but not that bad. But yeah, you can still probably fix it though. Don't give up. Okay.
That looks cool.
I like that one.
Yeah, that one's cool.
That one can be shadowed right here. That one would be better if it was taped out and shadowed. But we can still shadow it. Okay, last one. Where's it at? Right here. The eyeball.
I like that one.
That's cool. This will be interesting to see. They're all kind of fun to look at for a second. Yeah, and once this is clear coated, man, it's really gonna pop. Over tape that a little bit. Whoops. A little short right there. It'll be all right.
Steve Johnson said that last one is a little bit much on the eyeball.
Yeah, it is.
I need that first one for a model car.
Let's see if we got enough brown. Oh, that might do it. Okay.
Let's see if I ask him a question.
Oh, I ran out.
Oh. Let's see if I ask him a question now. If he will concentrate, let's see. Bear said, I can see multiple uses for these stencils. See, it's not because he can't hear me. It's because it's concentration.
This airbrush is loud.
Oh, you little dork. You do a lot of things in brown. Is that your favorite color?
The brown? What's that? I can't hear a thing with this thing. Hold on. Screaming over here. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm a little bit right here. Okay.
You do a lot of things in brown. Is that your favorite color?
Yeah, I like the brown.
That's like turning down the radio looking for an address. Oh my gosh, I do that. That's ridiculous. I'm sitting here making fun of you, but I probably do the same thing. No, I do, because I do turn the freaking radio down. That's so stupid. It makes no sense. Why do we do that? Please tell me I'm not the only one that does that.
Okay. All right, let's mix up a little bit of a candy brown. We'll put a little bit of that back into the airbrush. And we will, yeah, maybe right there I'll lay some tape down to do that one. The rest of them I'll just kind of freehand. Like you could lay a piece of tape right here, fine line, and then hit that edge and hit that edge. But we're just going to we're going to freehand it.
At least John turns the radio down when he needs to find an address. I'm not the only one. Michael said the bottom left is his favorite.
The first one I did? Yeah, all right. Okay. Let's go ahead and let me make sure we're good, because probably turn this down a little bit too. Get a little more control when you have less air pressure. Okay. It's a little tougher with a trigger. You have less control with a trigger than you do the button, but let's go ahead and.
Zane said, really not digging these stencils. I have a bunch of them in smaller size and never found a good use for them yet. I don't know if he meant really not or really digging. Either you like them or you don't. Good night, John. Thank you.
Thanks for being here, John.
You're on the list for him to call you, John. Still. Week 24. What size tape is your number one?
Number one?
Yep.
1/8 inch. Is that what we were talking about? I'm not sure.
I don't. Well, your guess is as good as mine. I just read what it wrote.
And
Creative
then,
Cuts Media said just got home. Excited to start this one over. He's always wanted to learn to use these stencils.
yeah, cool. This is the only one I'm gonna put the actual tape on, because if you look, there's actually like a square right there. And I could also shoot. You know, heck with that, I can just take.
We should class conference.
I'm sorry. Here, okay.
We should class conference.
What is that? Oh, like a. Yeah, that could happen. So I'm just gonna use a piece of paper.
I wish Ashley would have gotten that extra drink now. For what? For me or for Adam? Or for you? Everyone's going to comment in all these videos for Adam to freaking call John. Legit, if he doesn't, I'm going to...
We'll be doing a class in Florida.
I'm going to FaceTime, or I'm going to speakerphone John when Adam's asleep.
That one looks good. I really like that.
Make him wake up and talk. Oh, conference John for lack of communication. Nice calves, Adam.
What's that? Nice what?
Calves. Cute
Oh,
tattoo.
thanks. Appreciate that.
Cute tattoo.
You like that? Okay. Let's pull some tape on this thing, huh?
Adam, call John. Ruben said, if you guys come to Florida, sign me up. I'm there.
All right.
Ruben, this is why we're trying to call John.
We're trying to make something happen here.
Well, Adam's not.
No,
By the
I'm
lack
going
of
to.
words, Adam's not trying to make it happen. Because he won't call him.
Well, I'm afraid of John.
No, you're not.
This is the best part.
You all really do need to put on an in-person class. I'll fly to Florida.
Yeah, and who wouldn't want to go to Florida, really?
I'm getting ready to move back to Kentucky. Bet me the class in Florida will happen after I've moved. Florida crew, sign me up as well. Call John, Adam. I'm Florida. I'll definitely be there too.
Yeah, I got a lot in Florida.
Let me know. I can help. Florida class, I'm in. Call John. Florida here as well.
Wow, a lot from Florida. I think Florida's going to happen.
Well, we'll see about that. If this ever gets crossed off your list.
Well, you hit me at the busiest time of year, and really, Florida is like blazing hot right now. I think everybody would enjoy Florida like in October.
Yep, that's
or
what we
early
said.
spring.
Yep, that's what we said.
Yeah, I think so. I think we can make that happen.
I'm in. GA, I'm in. Have you called John yet? Laugh out loud. Florida man goes to LiME class. Ash, I'll bring the booze. Should we have the flip phone activated for the Florida show? You have to make that call. Yeah. Anytime you guys send Adam a message, at the end of it, you should say, call John. If you want a class in Florida, I guess we'll have to have a list for Adam and keep reminding him. You put on the class, I'll bring the booze. Spring fall is hurricane season.
Uh-oh.
Adam, call John. Flights are cheap from Nashville.
Ooh, we like Nashville.
Adam, I'll call John. What do you need me to say? Plan it right before Oktoberfest. Yeah, we talked about that.
We did?
Well, me and John and everybody else that you.
We should make that happen.
Yeah, I'm getting bit by these mosquitoes. Go away. Any tips to laying fine line tape without overlapping or tiny gap, or is it just practice?
That's just practice. Just make sure you're not pulling too hard on the tape.
Nashville would be amazing. Oh,
Yeah, Nashville's like one of our favorites.
2-hour drive from where Parrish is. Cue Sarah McLaughlin for only 5 minutes. A class you could make John's night by a heartfelt call and possible class opportunity. Ashley, just call John. LOL. Cut Adam out.
Smart man, smart man.
Listen, that's what I tried to do, but the problem is we're trying to get Adam and Rob Vanderslice to come at the same time at this class.
Yeah, that seems even harder.
That seems, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Seems really hard.
But I think we'll be able to make me happen.
Pretty close to me.
All right, let me go grab my glass cleaner real quick, which is I think is downstairs.
Come to Western Canada. I'll sign up for classes. Do you ever go to Bend, Oregon?
Have we?
We have been to Oregon. We haven't put on a class anywhere before, so we're trying to get this this one set up because there seems to be a lot of people that are in or near Florida, like around the Florida area. So we're trying to do that one first to see how it goes, and then we have kind of mentioned it to Rob, and he said he would be in too. So we just need to coordinate with, the professionals and get something set up.
Grab me one of those bags right there.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm just gonna use some regular glass cleaner. Thank you. We'll get this overspray cleaned off.
Let's all call John for Adam. Let's do Nashville. That would be midway, north and south and east side. Daryl is the man with the plan.
Right, there it is. I might eventually end up maybe gold leafing all these areas around here, like just this little stripe that kind of comes through. Just to kind of see how it looks. I haven't really gold leafed that thick of an area, like around that much surface area, but I think that'll be cool. Obviously, we've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes, a little bit longer than usual, but I might head this up over the weekend or something and maybe throw a video out about that. But anyways.
Any idea what hoods everyone's using for hood masters?
I have no idea where they're getting those.
Looks great, Adam.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to give away 1 more stencil pack and 3 more tapes.
I'm getting
so for those of you that stuck around.
Welcome back to another Spin to Win, sponsored by LiME.
Austin and Kim Minter, congratulations. And you're gonna have to split those stencils. There's 2 of you there, so you each gonna get what's half of 9? 4, 4.5. 4.5 stencils each. All right, just info@limelinepaintsupply.com. Let us know that you won. Let us know your address, and we will get those shipped out to you. But that's it, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. We won't be here next week. We'll be in Island Park, right up next to Yellowstone. But we will be here the following week to make up for it.
# call John.
Okay. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for the super chats.
Yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Sorry we'll miss you next week.
And I'm going to call John.
Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.